Hi there, this is Judy with Paper Palm Tree, and I have another card for you. I have made this card from the Beachy Little Christmas stamp set, and I will say that I don't know that you necessarily need this for Christmas because there's not really anything. I have the crab on the inside, and it looks like he's holding a piece of, I don't know, mistletoe or something, but all it says is who needs snowflakes when you have seashells. So I think that could apply to any time of the season, in the winter time anyway. But I like this card and I wanted to share with you. I'm a person that really likes to utilize and feel like I'm getting my money's worth out of a stamp set. So I've done a couple of cards with this stamp set, and I wanted to use just the shells on this. I think it's simple and pretty, and I love the blue with the craft paper. So let me share with you what I've used to make this. So obviously the stamp set. I used the three shells, and then on the inside of the card I've used the little crab. And there are two sentiments on here. One is have yourself a beachy little Christmas, and the other who needs snowflakes when you have seashells. And that's the one I used. I had a button, I don't know, in my button drawer, and it was a seashell, so I've used that, and I had to get something else, another shell button. But anyway, let me share with you what I used on this. So the base card is Night of Navy, and this is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to score this at 4 1/4. I have a piece of Whisper White for the three shells here, the sentiment, and the crab on the inside. I have another piece of insert, and this is 5 by 3 and 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4. And I used three of the craft papers for the outside, and of course one for the inside, matted them. This is done with the Stitch Shapes framelits, and I really adore these. I think it gives a nice finish, and you can do so much with them. And this is the smaller square out of that set. So, oh, here's the button that I found out of my button box, and this is a sand dollar. Yeah, sand dollar. But it's out of a button box. I don't know. It's something that's gluable. And I have a piece of craft paper for that little, I don't know, tag, I guess you call it. So let me get the base card scored and folded. And I'm going to get my scoreboard out. And I am using the widest tip of my stylist. And I'm going to fold that. I love Night of Navy. It's probably, next to Pool Party, a color that I think is elegant, and you can do so many things with it. And I particularly like it with just a clean white with it. Of course, that's kind of very nautical, I suppose. But I also like it with the craft paper. There's something that, I don't know, it changes it to a kind of a masculine a little bit. All right, so for the shells, I'm going to take, let's see what block this is. This is an A block. And for the inks I've used on this was soft suede. I like this color. It's kind of a, I don't know, taupish brown. It's not a real brown. There you go. Taupish brown, I call it. So I'm going to stamp the 4 or 3 shells and the crab. Here's one. I kind of got it on the, ooh, got it on the edge there. I'm going to get it all over my fingers. That's okay. Stampers, we're used to that, right? Right there. I like the shells an awful lot on this. I think, again, trying to find a stamp set that you can use for lots of different things. I like to get my money's worth. Isn't that a pretty little shell? I like that one. And the crab is cute too. He's not a shell, so that's why I put him on the inside. This one's a little different. I'll put that right there. And one more thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my H block and I'm going to get my sentiment. So I'll go up here with that. Straight down, hold it a second. And there we go. Okay, so these are the craft paper is what I cut with the stitch framelit. So to make this shell fit in there, I cut these at 1-inch square. So let me get my trimmer out. All right, so back to the sentiment. You know what, I can use my trimmer to get the line on the bottom straight. How about that? I am going to do that. Right there. And at least if I start with something straight, no. How about right there? There we go. Now, okay, for this craft piece, all right, let me get back to this sizes. This craft paper is cut with the small square stitch framelits die, and the shells I cut at 1 inch, and they'll fit on there, and the crab. This piece, which is this tag, or yeah, it's a tag, is 1.5 by 3.5. And I used on that top the scallop topper punch. This one, I love this punch, and I just did that little bit of a scallop. You really can't see it unless you're kind of at the top of that shell. But you just take this down into the punch and kind of center it there, and that's a great punch. That is one I've used a lot. And again, to get my money's worth, I feel like if I've used a product a lot, you know, I have gotten my money's worth out of it. So, okay. So for this, I am just going to hand cut. And I need, let's see, I need to just do this. I need to get longer scissors, I believe. And I'm going to go straight up the center of those. And who needs? So that's going to go there. Who needs snowflakes? Seashells, and when you, how about that? Now I can cut, didn't quite get close enough to the words on that bottom, so I'll do that. That's going to go right there. There we go. All right, I'm going to take my Tombow multi-glue. Alright, so let me put this card together, and I am going to take my adhesive and I think I'm going to use my Tombow on this. It's going to go about right there. I don't know if that Tombow is going to hold that shell, but I'm going to give it a shot. Alright, and oh, for the crab, I'm going to put him on the inside. I'm going to put this paper on there. Set. Ah. And the Tombow glue on the back of that. And you know what? I'll do him this way. I like that. I've been painting today. I got paint on me. Still haven't washed. I washed off, but okay. For the shells, I'm going to put these on with dimensionals. So I think I just put one on each. So I think what I'm going to do is put the center one on first and go from there. Let's see, right about I think that's pretty. Last thing I need to do is a bow of the last of this taupe ribbon I have. So see if I can't get the it's one-sided. I know I've used this on a couple of cards, but I'm trying to use up what I have before I order more. Stampin' Up's got some beautiful ribbons that I would like to get, and the frugal in me, I'm trying to use up what I have. And this one matches pretty good on that craft, so I'm good with that. And then I will probably, when these ribbons are gone, I'll be ready to buy some more. So I'm going to go right there. And I'm going to put that on with the glue dot. Right about there. There. Okay, so there's our card. Very simple. I like it. I don't know that I could mail it with that thick on there. Probably not, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you'd hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to go to my website, you can find all the Stampin' Up! Products there. There's a shop button at the top of the blog, and you just hit that and it takes you right to the site to purchase. So I hope you have a good one, and until next time, bye.